Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. This is episode 20, and I'm here with Waluigi.
Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to the
And
podcast.
we are doing an actual panel episode here at Otakufest with our guests. Say hello, everyone.
Wave. Pretend you're excited to be here this early in the morning.
Alrighty, and of course, you can always find our podcast episode on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, where we do broadcast it live. And if you're an audio-only listener, you can also listen to it on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and Spotify. And
Holy smokes. I can't
yeah,
believe it's
I'm
over.
nervous. That's why I'm talking
I'm
extremely.
excited.
I'm nervous because like I've never done something like this. This is
have
like if you remember the 8-Man podcast, I was like mad nervous.
I was so excited. I have all this hype. I've been waiting for like a week.
Me, I've been waiting for like months, and once it was like confirmed that hey, we're gonna be actually doing a panel here at Otaku Fest, I was like, oh man,
Yeah, I missed
what am I
yesterday.
getting myself into? But it's a step in the right direction. It's a step moving forward. Like if you want something to succeed, if you want to see how far you can push yourself, push your limit, you have to take that first step. You have to take that risk because you never know what's going to happen. Other than okay, you don't take the chance, you don't take the risk, and now you're stuck with what if and regret. And that was something I didn't want to do. So I'm excited, but I'm still nervous about doing the podcast here at Otaku Fest. But overall, I'm excited. I'm excited that there are people that came and showed up in support of us, and I cannot be forever grateful for everyone here.
Like, this just made my morning already. Like, you guys are beautiful. like, like if y'all said you're ugly, shut up. You're beautiful. Super. Was that a Dragon Ball Z Bridge reference? Yes. I like you already. We just met.
All right, so in our traditional fashion, we always ask our guests what is their gaming origins and whatnot. But since we have a lot of people, we're gonna go ahead and ask our guests, what gaming means to you. So for any of our guests that want to, answer that question, you can come up and speak into the microphone and you tell us what gaming means to you.
Yeah, like, don't be shy. You guys can come over. Gaming. Yeah, it means there's a lot of different meanings for people. As
Yeah.
a way to escape, as a way. Oh, we got a Jiro cosplayer. My Hero Academia. Nice one.
Thank you. So
You
should
can
I
grab the
grab
mic.
'em? Or am I good? So for me, gaming is like an escape from actual reality, because reality isn't actually that fun.
It isn't sometimes.
It isn't.
Yeah, no, I was raised by gamers. My parents were, so
Oh, that's
I've
awesome.
like always since I could hold a controller. My first game was Guitar Hero 3.
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
one. PlayStation 2?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Classic. Anyone else? All right.
So do I just like crouch down?
You can crouch down. You can grab the mic.
Actually, you know what? I had a better idea.
Hey,
Told you
I
it was
like
a
this
bad
guy.
See?
I'm gonna sit. All right.
Just pull the mic a little bit closer
Yeah,
to you.
I got you. I mean, it's kind of the same thing as the girl that just came up here. Gaming is very much an escape, but it's also a way to see like how creative people can be into like. It's also like an art form, in my opinion.
I agree.
Gaming's not just like a thing, to have fun. Well, obviously, it's designed for that. It's also a way for people to express their creativity and to express their just joy for crafting art and stuff like that. That's what gaming is to me. I mean, I've played video games since I was, I want to say 5.
Nice.
First game I played was like Mario Kart on the GameCube. I don't know if y'all played that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That game was really fun. I
Double
always got my
Dash was
ass
awesome.
kicked, but it was fun.
That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. And it's just to also have fun and experience it with people you love and stuff like that. And also to escape reality, because sometimes reality could be very difficult for many of us.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely like Silverback Senpai would say, it's like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like
Pretty
life
much.
beats you over and over again, but you just keep getting back up and you keep trying again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. 100%.
Alrighty, thank you.
No, no problem. My pleasure.
I like that hoodie already.
Yeah. I'll just do the post anyway. I'll just do this.
Hey, we got a serious guy here.
Alrighty.
Hey, look at you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, since hit my pal over there and girl, they said the most important things about video games, but here's what I love about video games. It's been my thing since I was like maybe 3, very young age. Same thing. Play games, escape from reality, from the depression, the arguments, school. Because whenever you go to school, you either get bullied or people don't want to talk to you, all that. Because we all hate that kind of, moments. The moment
relate
you
to
step
that.
into play video games, you automatically forget those moments
Yeah.
of, pain, outcast, or stuff. When I play it, I feel like this is the reality I want to live in. Any game related to that, what I love from any category.
I like that.
Yeah.
So a little bit of fun fact about me. I was very antisocial at a young age, and middle school, I played Assassin's Creed 2. And the way I talk to people is I always think pressing X to interact, and that's how I used to talk to people. I used to think of myself as a mission to talk to people, and that's how I developed that social construct. Yeah.
Yes. Back then, I was very antisocial as well. I thought myself I was the only person that only loves video games throughout. Like, that's what I used to think before when I was a child. But knowing that when I socialize more, then I end up finding people that do play video games too. I even remember what was the first game I played and what first console was the Nintendo 64, Mario 64.
Anyone that says N64, I like them already.
Same here.
But I had a hard time playing that game because I don't read what's the mission. I just do whatever I want. I was like 4, maybe 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never get to beat it, and that console somehow broke from a storm. I don't know how. I was a little kid. I never.
Gosh.
But then I ended up getting my first actual game console was Nintendo GameCube.
Ooh.
Was mine too. That was also my first console in the GameCube.
Nice.
Nice.
One of my favorites back in that GameCube, Mario Sunshine.
Hey.
That was a game I never got to play.
Where you been?
I transitioned to the PlayStation 2 during that time.
Yeah.
I actually never played the PlayStation 2.
The PS2 became my second console.
Wow, there's so many good games for the PlayStation.
Well,
True.
PS2 became my second console.
okay.
Yeah, but back to the point. Yeah. Without video games, I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be anywhere else. Maybe at home, very antisocial. I would have met him. He's one of my pals.
Aw.
Yeah, and it helps me like socialize more. Events like this helps me socialize more with new people.
That's awesome. That's how.
I'm glad to hear
that's
that,
how we
man.
actually met.
Yeah, that's how I met him, through cons and whatnot. Just casually, just walking, just meeting new people and just having that conversation, because you never know where you never know who you're gonna meet, and you never know what the conversation is going to lead to. And I did not foresee, like, in the future or back in the past, that me and him would actually be doing something like this. Like, it just never occurred to me, and it still blows my mind to this day that, wow, I met someone at a con, and years later, here we are having our own podcast panel here at Otakufest.
Yeah,
Like,
we've known each other for 2 years.
Life has a way of throwing things at you that you just don't expect, and
Yeah.
being blessings.
But I guess that's enough for me because I'm taking too much time
you're
from
You're
other
good.
people's sharing of video games. But I want to thank taking my time here.
not a
Yeah.
problem, man. Thank you
you.
for sharing your story, man. Greatly
And this-
appreciate it.
Nothing is true, but everything's permitted. Ooh, we got a villain. Overhaul.
Hey.
Oh, I already found an area.
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much. How are you guys?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good.
So for me, video games, it started off, my first console was an SNES. Was playing Super Metroid. I had no idea what I was actually doing when I was playing it for the first time. So I kind of lost interest in that game for a while. But then my friends got an N64. We started playing Super Smash Brothers.
Ooh. The
Best
original.
way to get into gaming, I think. You just start beating up your friends.
Yeah.
True.
That's how I got into fighting games. Is just at an arcade and you just meet someone. They're like, "Hey, can I play?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then you just play for endless time. Like you're not keeping track of time. You're
Right.
not keeping track of who has more wins or losses, and whatnot. You're just having fun, enjoying the moment, and then you build a relationship out of that.
Oh no, me and my friends kept track of who won and who lost. It was
I
it was a neighborhood competition at that
Ah, okay.
point. Then I got
I
a,
like
a GameCube, started expanding a little bit. Melee was one of my favorite games, followed by the Metroid Prime series.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For me, it became a source of a little bit of an escape because everyone needs that every once in a while.
Agreed.
But I would say the biggest thing for me, it was a source of inspiration for when I was writing or when I was just enjoying my time. Just wanted to think of different ways that I could have made a game or anybody could have made the storyline go. So I like to think about how different stories could play out in different aspects. So
Yeah, it's definitely a good immersion into the game, is what I
Right.
would call it. I like that.
I also like to see how in depth the creators went. Like how did they force feed you all the exposition in a game, or was it subtle? Like were you able to read into it at your own pace?
Yeah, I definitely prefer playing video games over reading just because I can grab a context and a plot and visualize it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm the same way too. Like, this may sound very far fetched, but if anyone here has played The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim,
Yes.
I literally spent hours reading the books inside of the game.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
because
you're one
I
of
was
those.
I was so immersed into that game. I was so immersed into just the universe, the lifestyle of it. Like I started reading the books of the game to the point where I started learning more about the lore of the game. And then, of course, after you're done playing, you want to go look for more. And then, of course, find people that are also in that deep into the lore as well.
Right. What was your build for Skyrim normally?
I started off with a warrior build, and then after certain levels, I would say past level 50, I just became extremely chaotic and went with the necromancy.
I was always sneak assassin, so you can call me a casual with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Too easy of a style, right?
Yeah.
I had dual-bladed Daedric armor, and I had the Lycan or the werewolf transformation.
I had a Daedric
I
bow.
chose violence. I woke up and chose violence when I was in middle school.
I had a Daedric bow with fire and soul capture.
Ooh.
I improved that to the top level. Decided to go with the edgy teenager name of Devil's Contract. Because, it burns you and it captures your soul.
Yeah.
But,
Toasty. I like that.
yeah, it was a fun time.
Absolutely.
That's all I got.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? And I know we have some new people that came in. The topic that we were discussing was what gaming means to you. We'll have about four more people before we move on to the next.
Ladies
All right.
first.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how
Morning.
are you?
Good.
Pretty good.
So tell us what gaming means to you.
It was really important for me when I was little. I spent most of my time playing on my Xbox, playing on
Hey.
PC, gaming at my house, and I wanted to be a streamer when I grew up. For the longest time, I wanted to be a YouTube gamer. I always thought that was such a cool job.
Right.
But I loved the art style. I loved art. I loved digital stuff. It was just it was very interesting to me. But I sometimes struggle with the standards for women in gaming a lot of the times nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But it means a lot to me because it was a big part of my childhood. I loved RPGs. I loved story-based games. I never really got into a lot of shooter games. I just love story. I love lore. I love art style. I just think it's a very beautiful part of digital creation, and that stuck with me to this day. And I just think it's a great part. It's an art style that doesn't really get a lot of attention on the media. It's just something that falls behind a lot in our modern day to a lot of the more popular games that sometimes don't always put the backstory first. So I always thought that was such a beautiful part, and it holds a place in my heart as just such a different type of media that I wish we got to see more of. And it just, yeah, I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good.
I get what you're saying.
I completely
Yeah,
agree with
but
you.
I'm
Like,
thinking of all the great games that have a good story base, have a good art style. Like, what was the game? If you ever heard of Okami for like the old PlayStation,
Yes,
where you play
I
Amaterasu?
remember that. I remember
love
when
the
that
art
came
style,
out.
the ink style, and that's what gave me that inspiration
think-
of Japanese lore.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that game.
To this day, I've never gotten to play it. The Hollow Knight, I think, it's a good example. It has its music, its art style. It has such really deep lore. A lot of like the lesser known games with all this beautiful aspects of it, unfortunately, just don't get the media coverage that they honestly deserve.
Right.
Agreed.
But
Another game that was really good was the new God of War that came out a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in
Yes.
2018.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
I love
was.
that one too.
I just got a PS4 and I haven't played it yet.
Everything.
it's stunning. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, thank you.
We got you next, Rob.
No, it's not cold. Anyway. Oh yeah, wait, it is. Okay. Anyway.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you
Morning.
guys?
Good.
Video games has always been like part of my life. My uncle got me into it. My first console was actually an Atari,
Ooh.
which is
Oh,
weird.
that is.
It was old.
Yeah.
Classic is what I call it.
And like he got me into my favorite game still, League of Legends.
Oh dear God.
Uh,
I remember we talked.
It's a
I remember
good
talking about this.
It's awesome.
It's trauma. Is what it is.
And then like a game that I got really into that I still keep up with is Assassin's Creed.
Hey.
And the story's so funny. I went to Brandsmart and I was like, I want video games. And then I saw it and I was like, this game looks stupid. I'm gonna play it. And now I'm obsessed with it.
Wait, which Assassin's Creed?
I got Assassin's Creed too. And I was like, wait, I
Hey,
want to
that's
play
one of
it.
my favorites.
It's the Ezio trilogy's fire.
Yes.
And then the more I got into it, like whenever like I finished like all the Assassin's Creed games, like I read everything. I was a completionist, so I did everything.
my
I read
goodness.
100%
all the letters.
synchronization?
Yes, I could not do
I'm the
a
same
mission
I'm the
without
same.
finishing the 100%. I felt empty. So like I wanted to like get more into it, so I got into forums, I got into groups about it, and that's
that's
how
dope.
I actually discovered cosplay too. So like if it weren't for video games, I wouldn't be where I am at right now, technically.
Aw, that's awesome.
Like my biggest goal in my life right now is to be like an official cosplayer for Riot Games. Which it's like a
Oh.
Get
stretch,
out.
but
That's awesome.
it's cool. And I think like I met my best friends through video games too. And it's just like again, like what everybody's saying, it actually is an escape where like you have a hard day, you want to like escape, just like I want to go. I don't want to do this anymore. So I just you play games to, you know, just calm down. It's really therapeutic in a way.
It is.
It is.
It's really nice.
Especially playing jungle in League of Legends.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Someone had to say it. And it has to be me.
But yeah, like I've completed so many like goals through games. Like it literally makes me get up in the morning sometimes. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna play some League, then I'm gonna go do what I'm doing. It's just like it's a weird way to say it.
It's self-rewarding.
It's self-rewarding. But yeah,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
think
treat yourself.
Treat
Work-
yourself.
You
Treat
work hard, you
yourself.
play hard.
yeah, but yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All righty.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Ooh, we got one of the Hashiramas.
All right.
We
Last
got a
one.
Demon Slayer.
Last one before we move on.
First of all, Waluigi, Gerald, how are you guys?
We're doing good.
Pretty
Thank
spicy
you.
right
Can y'all hear me to the mic with the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so growing up as a kid, I was very sickly, so I would be in the hospital a lot. And when I was in Miami Children's Hospital, there was this section when they had a Nintendo 64. But it wasn't just any Nintendo 64, it was the Pikachu limited edition one, which I would play Let's Go Hey You Pikachu.
Right.
Oh wow.
And that's the game that got me into Pokemon, and then from there I branched into other Nintendo games. Like Nintendo's been my entire livelihood. I've been playing Smash in 64. I'm all the way to Ultimate right now. I've been playing all the Super Mario Bros. Games.
Oh wow.
I've been playing a lot. Heck, now I'm happy because Tide the Tasmanian Tiger, one of my childhood games that was on the GameCube, is now coming on the Switch.
Oh,
And I can
wow.
relive my memories
Nice.
as a kid. But fortunately, growing up, I also lived in a very Christian household. So
I understand.
I was limited to what games I can play. Like Pokemon, my mom thought was very demonic. For some reason,
You're not alone on that
If you
one.
play Lavender Town, then most people understand why.
yeah. But like, it wasn't really because of that. It was
Uncultured.
because apparently my mom read a supposedly heard about a book saying that some Christians wrote about how the Pokemon is a devil. I'm like, no, honey. Unless you have the first of all, you heard the book, you haven't read it, and unless you have the evidence, please show me.
It's a Smash Mom thing. I understand.
But yeah, like I said, one of my favorite games till this day is I like Smash Bros. Ultimate. I main Yoshi's in 64. I'm currently playing Banjo Kazooie.
Ooh.
Banjo Kazooie is one of my favorite games to this day. I had it on the X64, played it on Xbox One. But yeah, like I said, Nintendo it's my livelihood. It's what made my childhood happy, and was what keeps me alive today. And funny enough, Kenny Bowser, I spoke to him, the voice actor of Bowser, so I was very happy to see him.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
That's all I have
awesome.
to say.
My heart.
Alrighty. Thank you. And your last night.
I'll be quick.
Alrighty.
Oh, hi, friend.
How you guys doing?
What's going on? Good. How are you?
Good, good. Two classy guys here. I just want to say briefly, I don't know if everyone knows, Silverback Senpai is actually a veteran, so thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Very easygoing guy. You wouldn't know it by, how easy it is to approach him. And Waluigi, I know you as a classy guy. If you have some secret you want to let out, please let me know.
Left-handed, I'm single, and a Taurus.
That's awesome.
I don't lie. I told you this.
I believe I first met Senpai at Otakufest. He was dressed up like Bleach, and I used to watch Bleach a lot on Adult Swim. And it was one of my favorite animes to watch. And actually, he and I set up, before he really knew who I was, we set up a charity with gaming, actually.
Oh, wow.
And it was Mortal Kombat 11. I knew I was rusty, but I was kind of cocky about it. He basically beat me up for like an hour and a half. And basically, I made it that the more views it got, there would be more food donations. And actually, I thank him for that.
that's
There
awesome.
was food donated to me getting my butt kicked. I'll put it that way.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
So yeah, what gaming means to me is like, especially hearing everybody, like I think it is a form of expression, and I think it's a healthy form of almost like therapy. Like I was raised in a kind of an anti-gaming household. This is not a cry for help, but my first gaming system, I wasn't allowed to use a controller.
What?
That's
What?
I don't remember. It was something like limiting the games I played, but it was nothing to do with like, and it was just like my father didn't like games or something like that. He thought it was a
You can just watch
waste
it.
of time. I would have to use like one of the accessories without using the main controller. I don't really know how
Oh, I
to
thought you had to
explain
play
it.
with your toes or something, or like something next level.
Oh.
Like, I'm thinking next level right now.
But no, like I just think it's a form of expression. I feel like it's something that instead of saying, "Oh, you're just wasting your time playing games," I think what they should do with all you guys is they should actually turn it into something like therapeutic more so. I think
Yeah.
it should be more generally accepted by society, and I think it is because I think gaming brings in more money than movies and
Oh,
other
yeah,
stuff
definitely.
combined, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just enjoy it. At this point, I have a PS4 Slim. I'm waiting on the KFC console. What the hell that is, I don't know. But I want to put my chicken in there while I play, right?
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. We were ready for that.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't.
I'll stop it there. I'm lit fire. Thanks for your time, everybody.
All right.
All right, our next topic, if you guys are ready, it's going to be your top 3 gaming consoles. I
Yeah.
want you guys to think about it for a second.
KFC console.
Damn it, Litfire! I'll count that as 1.
So who wants to tell us your? Well, I'll go first and say my top 3 gaming consoles, and then Waluigi. Then we'll let you guys go. Mine's real simple. N64, PS2, PS4. Simple. Those are my top 3 gaming consoles.
N64, Game Boy, Xbox One.
What about you guys? What are
Yeah, I
y'all
see-
top
I see
3 gaming consoles?
You say top 30?
Top 3.
Oh, I think you said 30.
There's too many.
That is too many. What's
Hello,
going
good
on?
morning. My
Morning.
name is Eli.
Hi, Eli.
Guess quick as I can. Top 3. First would be the Game Boy Pocket. First time
Ooh.
ever transitioned from having a console at home to being able to have on the go. Obviously expanded what you can do with gaming. Second, again, would be from Nintendo with not the Nintendo Switch Lite, but with the Nintendo Switch. Also adding new parameters and giving pushing the boundaries on what we
Yeah.
can do with video gaming. Video console is always going to be just pushing the same thing with just frame rates and all that, but not everyone likes the same game, and I love
Right.
the fact
True.
that they make it for all ages. And lastly, It's not so far gaming now, but the Oculus is really
That's unique.
doing an
actually.
amazing
That's a
job
good one.
with their VR and AR technology. Like they have something called the Oculus Office, where you pretty much just put it on, and everywhere you go, set up is a pretty much digital office. You don't need a mouse and keyboard. You can go through.
It's like
all your
Jarvis
things.
for your eyes.
Yeah, pretty
Like from
much,
Iron
and
Man.
have it.
I like
So
that.
that would be the
Oh.
next top three. So I think that's where it's going. So I always admire the ones that push the boundaries on what gaming is.
I like that.
I like that, man.
Oculus Office.
All right.
Just to be sure, what was the question again?
Your top 3 gaming consoles.
Top 3. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So do I start with number 1 or number 3 and then go up? How to?
Either or.
Okay, I'll start with the best one for me personally. Number 1 will probably be the PS3
Okay.
because honestly, the PS3 had like all the best games, to be honest, when it was like the big hot thing. I remember there were so many good games that were coming out at that time. You had Arkham City, you had God of War 3, you had Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh yeah, it was a
You
good time.
had-
to
You
be
are
a
spitting
gamer.
facts right now, and I
Yeah,
love that.
no,
Yeah.
you had Modern Warfare 2.
Oof.
You had the Arkham Asylum as well that came
Oh,
out during
Lord.
that same era. Like PS3, that era of gaming right there had all the best games. PlayStation 4 was great, but I felt like the games weren't as strong. You had like a few good gems like God of War,
Mm-hmm.
the new Spider-Man. Also, Red Dead Redemption 2 was a masterpiece.
Yes, it
I
was.
Yes,
loved
I
that
agree.
game. That game was phenomenal. Story, graphics, everything. That
You
game
and
was
O'Driscoll?
phenomenal. What?
You and O'Driscoll.
Nah, I ain't no Driscoll.
Good man. Good.
We need a plan, Dutch.
It's gonna need money.
We need money.
Alrighty.
Number 2 would probably have to be the GameCube.
Ooh.
That was my first console that introduced me to gaming. And there was also a lot of great games in the GameCube. I had Mario Kart. I had Spyro, both Spyro and The Legend of Spyro. I don't know if you've heard of The Legend of Spyro, but it was like
course.
it was like a reboot.
They made a prequel, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if they did a prequel or not, but they were fun games. And there was also a lot of like cartoon-based games too that came out at the time that I also really enjoyed, like Nicktoons Unite.
Oh yeah.
I loved all that. I loved all that stuff. I really like collected all those when I was younger. And my number 3 pick would probably have to be the DS, because it was like the first
Oh.
like console that like I could just like grab and then play on the go whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Picto chats were lit.
Oh,
yes,
they
yes.
definitely were.
Very lit.
They definitely were. And just playing Mario Kart on that thing with your friends, it was
Dude,
fun.
I played Dragon Ball like Z on it when it was a fighting game.
Oh, there was a Dragon
There
Ball
was
Z
a fu-
game
there
on
Yeah,
that?
there was.
It was
Why did I not know this?
it was really weird. You had like it was sort of like DBFZ, but not in that setting.
So it was like fighters.
In a little bit, it was a fighting game. Like it was 2D. You had your choices. You can use your stylus to pick your character or have your special ability. Then there were some side missions in the story mode.
Oh, so it was like a story-based fighting game,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hate to sound generic, but yes.
I also forgot to mention Raging Blast was also on the PlayStation 3. Those games were amazing.
Oh yeah.
too.
Yes.
That slaps.
1 and 2 were really good.
Yeah.
I'm so sad they never released 3, because I would love a Raging Blast 3. Or a Budokai Tenkaichi 4, I don't care.
I'm right there with you.
Like,
Yep.
bro,
But you know.
like, Dragon Ball Z games that come out nowadays, like, they have, like, only, like, half the roster, but Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had, like, everybody.
Yeah.
And that game, how old is that game already? Like,
More than 10 years old.
like 10,
Yep.
15 years old already at this point? That
Yeah.
game came out back in 2000, no? 2004, 2003-ish?
I don't know. I have to look that one up.
No, that
Yeah.
game, all I know is that
That's
it's old
definitely-
as hell.
I gotta
Yeah.
look it up.
And
again.
and that game had like everybody, but
Yeah.
like newer Dragon Ball games don't have everybody.
No.
I don't think they
Unfortunately.
I don't know. That's ridiculous to me. Like
Yeah.
you think with like the bigger budget that
Yeah,
they would have all
now,
the characters.
now it's all about just okay. We're gonna give you guys these new characters, but
But
we're gonna charge you
DLC,
for them.
exactly. We're gonna
Yeah.
charge you $10.
Yeah, for a character.
I feel the
And it's
pain.
gonna come in seasons, so you're gonna charge you another $10.
Yeah,
Unless you get the season
Season
pass,
pass,
or
mhm.
whatever, which is like $20.
20,
20?
30.
Yeah, around there. All right, I'm gonna go so I can
Thanks
let
so
other
much.
people talk.
All right.
Anybody else?
Your top 3 count. Go, Ben. Oh, Ben.
Hi, Ben Pie.
Hello. I have some controversial choices.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
My number 3, PlayStation Portable.
Ooh.
I love the PSP. Mainly just because of all the illegal things you could do on it.
Why did I know it was going that route? How did I know this?
I hacked so many PSPs with service mode batteries that I lost count. Yeah. This is years ago when I was working in Sears in California, like 10, 15 years ago. I had one of the service mode batteries that I had opened up, and you could solder it to basically crack the software. And he's like, $10, give me your PSP, crack it. That's all I did for like a good 3 or 4 years. So yeah, PSP had lots of great games. I got a lot of really good imports on there, like the Super Robot Wars games, tons and tons of Macross and Gundam games. Obviously, that's what I'm into. So yeah, PSP, definitely underrated. I still have mine. It was my go-to music player for a long time too.
Same here.
Number 2, Sega Saturn. Has anyone said Sega Saturn yet?
No, you're first.
Well,
you are that guy.
Sega Saturn, a lot of really great arcade and fighting games that never came out on any other consoles. Panzer Dragoon. I don't know if you guys were into that. Panzer Dragoon was really good.
Never heard of it.
There was never came out in America. Was the Gundam Side Story games, the Blue Destiny games. Those are really good. You know, I'm a big fan of Virtual On, so of course got to mention that.
Yeah, of course.
And my number 1 favorite, Sega Dreamcast. Did anyone here own a Dreamcast? Okay, good. Everyone else, screw you for killing Sega. Sega Dreamcast was great, and you're all terrible for not buying one.
Oh, God.
Directly related to why Dreamcast failed is George Lucas killed the Dreamcast, and that's why we need to kill George Lucas.
And the Star Wars franchise already.
He got mad that someone ripped Phantom Menace and put it on a G-ROM on the Dreamcast, and we all have to suffer for it now. That's not fair. I wanted more arcade ports. So yeah, Sega Dreamcast, my all-time favorite, died too soon. Pour one out for the homie who ain't here no more.
Anybody got one to pour out?
All right, that's mine.
All right, thank you, Ben. Oh, go. And I'll have you go last.
Does a DDR machine count?
Does the DDR machine count as
We
a
can
console?
accept it as an arcade machine.
Yeah, we can accept it as an arcade machine.
Okay, so like, 3 to 2. Okay, so my least favorite is the 360, only because
You know, I'm not even gonna be mad at.
that's
Ring
where I
Tough?
played all my Assassin's Creed, and that's childhood. So I gotta have a place there.
True.
So like, yeah, I played. Oh my god, I played the Sonic games there too. Like, no wait, I'm lying. Okay,
Wait, hold on.
I'm confusing memories. Anyway, ignore that. A lot of childhood was the 360. My second favorite is a PSP. It's so good. You cannot tell me. That's how I got into Vocaloid, because of the PSP. Vocaloid. It's like high pitched characters,
Hatsume no Miku.
and like it's very illegal. You can do so much illegal stuff. He's right. I'm like. And what's my favorite? PlayStation. Oh my god, PlayStation is god tier. No one. The third one. Okay. Wait. Because my favorite game for PlayStation is Lollipop Chainsaw. Such a good game.
It is a good game.
It's they don't make games like that anymore.
No, they do.
No.
It's like because it's just crude humor,
Yeah.
and it's like
Zombies.
it's funny. It's fun. It's a really funny game. What's another good game on PlayStation? I forgot.
That's okay.
But yeah, they have a lot of good games on PlayStation. It's super good. But yeah, that's all I got. It's short, but it's pretty good.
And you, for our last. What are your top 3 gaming consoles?
Oof. First, PS3. Calm
Ooh.
thing. When the PS3 first came out, I was like, I didn't think there would ever be a PS3 because I was at elementary at that time, and originally first my brother got the PS3,
Okay.
and I had the PS2, but I had no intention with the PS3 yet.
Right.
And a couple of months of gaming, there was games that I had not had interest with the PS3, but then later back in 2007. They drew 2007. That's where I saw Assassin's Creed.
Hey.
Like, oh, yeah. And, I see my brother play Assassin's Creed. I was like, I watched the game because but first he had it from 360 before I had the PS3. So he was playing the game. I was like, I was watching for nonstop. I lost track of time. I was playing. I was parkouring through the buildings, jumping between rooftops, killing, sticking out a large knife. It's walking
fun.
up to someone, stabbing, nobody notices it.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know. I got into it. Then I played the game. I'm like, bro, wherever this game's been in my whole life, just fits right into my heart.
I just love the hidden blade where you just go like,
Yeah.
stab, hide,
Yeah.
repeat.
What's your
But
number
yeah.
2?
Huh?
Your number 2.
Number 2, honestly, the PS4.
Okay.
Okay.
Man of PlayStation. I like this.
Yeah, I grew up mostly with PlayStation. I used to grow with Nintendo, but I grew out of that. But I miss Nintendo now. So
All right.
I'm trying to get a Switch, but I'm having a hard time getting it. So
Right there with you.
They're hard to find.
And
yeah.
your number 1?
from PS4, at that point I was getting good at playing Call of Duty. I'm a first-person shooter. But I originally started playing Call of Duty back in the PS3 with Black Ops 2. You know, I was I was very rusty as hell.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Same here.
I don't know. For some reason, I like first person. I like online of Call of Duty. But from PS4, that's the point where I get a lot better to Call of Duty Ghost. And I like the performances. It gets better with each game through better generation of consoles. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one, wow. I don't even know if I do have a third. That's the problem.
That's all right.
Honestly, my last third is probably an Xbox.
Hey.
I did have an Xbox before, from PS3, 360, PS4, and Xbox One. I still have my PS4, just don't have an Xbox One.
Oh.
Here but the sad story of it that my brother borrowed it, my younger brother,
Oh, one of those.
and that's the problem. He borrowed for a little while, and the problem is that he didn't want to take care of it by leaving, and he destroyed it by leaving off for straight hours and days.
Oof.
Which very upset me. But
Rip
back
to
to
that fam.
But yeah, back to the point of the Xbox. I love playing Xbox. The most popular franchise through Microsoft is Halo.
True.
Yep.
Back then, my older brother had the original Xbox. I played the first Halo game through the 360. I played almost all Halo games, all the way from 5. 'Cause Halo's like, gotta keep to Microsoft.
That is true.
I miss playing Halo. I played mainly GTA through Xbox.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I miss playing GTA sometimes.
Oh dear.
You know, but they're not. But they don't hit me to the core. There's times that I do miss playing it when I get bored of playing other games, and I just want to play them again. Yeah. Right now, I'm hoping that the next generation of Xbox, the Series X, will be better for Xbox games like Halo. Once that game comes out, I'm hoping that it'll come out a lot better than 5. Because the story for 5, I was like, I wish it gone a lot better than that.
Agreed.
Yeah, because the ending this was such a disappointment to me. Like,
I've heard all the stories of how
I felt so betrayed. Like, even though I'm not the character, I felt betrayed. I'm like, just like put a bill on my face, just like, don't even take it out. Just wait till all that scream I have inside just like come out.
I felt bad.
Yeah, but yeah.
I like the way you think.
Yeah. I may be more of a PlayStation guy, but I do like Xbox. I'm like against any. Like, I would love to be a gamer with all PC, console, all that Nintendo.
Becoming a man of culture. I respect that.
Yeah. Right. Like, it doesn't matter if who I compare it with.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's all I gotta share.
All right.
right, thank you,
Thank you,
man.
man.
The next topic, it's going to be gaming pet peeves. Something
Yeah.
that pisses you off, that ticks you
Your
off.
gaming pet peeve. So
Let's not make a big list. We're going to say 2 of your worst pet
Yeah.
peeves.
yeah, 2 of your worst gaming pet peeves. and we'll have about maybe 5, 6 people.
Yeah, good examples like teabagging. I know y'all endured that once or twice in your life.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
No problem.
first, before I get started, possibly controversial opinion.
Go on.
Go ahead.
2 best Pokemon games that have ever been made were the GameCube versions, Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Now,
I'm not
on
gonna
to pet
argue that.
peeves.
Nope.
I'm not gonna argue
I'm
that.
not. Not yet.
Yeah, on to pet peeves, I will say people who say that any other games are shit for no reason.
Ooh.
Because let's be honest, if it's not your favorite game, don't play it.
Yeah.
Let other people have their games. Don't call them out for liking a game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then the other pet peeve is DLC that completes the storyline.
Oh,
Because
I'm right there with you.
Astronaut's Wrath is one of them, and it still pisses me off to this day.
let's be real, we saw what happened with Battlefront from EA.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're gonna sell an incomplete game, why don't you just go down to the car lot and start selling incomplete cars?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't be able to charge full price for an incomplete product.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You shouldn't. I agree with you right there.
So, yeah, those are my biggest pet peeves. There are a couple others, but I'll leave it at that.
No
All
problem.
right.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Gaming pet peeves?
Something that ticks you off.
All right. Come on through.
Oh, Ben Pie again. Hi.
I have one pet peeve and then a rant.
All right.
We have time for a rant.
Yeah.
My pet peeve one is constant checking to make sure you're online in single player games.
Yes.
I am so tired of just, it's the weekend. I want to relax. I'm going to boot up some XCOM 2 on my PC. Hey, guess what? Comcast is down in the area. And we are not sure that you paid for this game that you can only play by yourself. So you can't play.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's just, I hate the idea where every game company and publisher treats everyone as default criminals.
Yeah.
Even though I just admitted to piracy 5 minutes ago, that's irrelevant.
No witnesses.
Yeah, you can't prove that. And my other pet peeve, it's not really a specific, well, it's more specific. It's not like a general thing. It's the ending to Mass Effect 3 is like my
Oh.
biggest gaming disappointment of my life.
I see one person saying preach to the
Yep.
choir right now.
That is an infuriating ending. And waiting like 10 years for them to do the story, having the big cast. Oh, your choices are going to matter. Psych! everyone loses.
Her emotion just says it right now.
Yeah. So to hell with EA and what they did to Mass Effect. I'm not saying BioWare is any better, but they sure as hell were better than that. Like, we have to change the story because the story got leaked. Well, what was it before? Oh. So, yeah, that was my biggest pet peeve that I could think of recently was the ending to Mass Effect 3.
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, man. Anyone else? You got
more?
any pet peeves? Come on through.
Garrus romance is the only option.
No. Have you played Andromeda?
Why would I?
I played it, even with the bugs. I found out I'm a Garrus girl. No, I'm a Turian girl. I don't care if it's a female Turian. I'll take it.
You're going to make me look this up and I'm going to regret it.
It's actually really sweet. We always regret it. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome.
I'm not sure if you guys ever played Dead by Daylight.
Yes, of course I
He
played Dead by
has.
Daylight.
I haven't.
Good sir. Do you play Survivor or Killer?
Both.
So then you have found the sweaty survivors and sweaty killers
Of
that
course
even though
I have.
then when you're playing it's just like okay, like
The
we're
wait-
trying to play normally,
Are we talking about the wait time or we're talking about the actual game?
actual gameplay.
Okay.
Because then you have the people that are constantly like, ha, we all survived. Mind you, they did good or they were just trolling most of the game and you're just like, that's it, I'm done with you.
So how sweaty to killers are we talking?
Let's say, so once I get so upset with one survivor, they chase them, grab them, hook them. This is the hook. You come near me, I'm chasing you down. Then the survivors are constantly the sweatiest ones, which I see, and I hate playing with them. It's like
The rank
teabag,
ones.
teabag, teabag, teabag in front. Haha, teabag, teabag, sandbag you. I don't care about you.
Especially in front of the exit gate.
In front of the exit gate, and then in post chat. Haha, easy win.
I cracked up because one game I was Jake Park going against a Freddy.
Oh my god.
And
yes.
the end gate was open, everything was going on, and I saved this this chick who ghosted me a while back as she was Bill. So I close a pallet on her. Freddy Krueger runs, and at the end, she has the audacity to teabag the Freddy Krueger as we're all escaping. I'm like, I just saved your ass, and you're doing this. I'm like, the disrespect.
No, yeah, and then I go like, easy, you suck, la la. And it's like, no, it's they
That's
played.
Ghostface mains. I know this.
Yeah, like you play nicely. Like I have people that play with me, and they're like, the killer can be horrible, but I
Honestly.
still always go GG. Like I don't bully the people. I'm like, why do you bully other people? It makes no sense.
I only bully if someone has the name TTV just because I know they're streaming.
Yes.
I don't cap. I do not cap. If it's TTV, I am torturing you.
Yes.
Not even stream sniping. I'm just like.
I actually check out their stream after to see the way they talk about us. When that happens, I find it hilarious. I also find it very hilarious when you're doing it. Like I had a friend that I used to play the 88 Keys Ninja. So I can't curse. Let me not curse. To mess
Oh,
around.
you can.
This is fine.
Oh, okay,
For
wonderful.
adults.
So to fuck around, I would put my own name as 88 Keys Ninja's wife to see if the killer would tunnel me. And it was always hilarious conversations in the Discord chat. I would get hooked, like I get hit, and he'd be constantly, "That's my wife." I'm like, "Well, you ain't acting like it. I'm getting hooked." It was freaking hilarious. Another pet peeve that I do have is when people take games way too seriously. Like this is technically, as others were saying, this is an escape for you. This is for you to technically not disregard what's going on in your real life, but to take a break.
Yes.
I don't come into this game, even if it's online, mostly online ones. I don't come to an online game for grievances. I come to forget about what's going on. I come to like relax, have fun.
That's true.
Not you like constantly spawn camping me in Red Dead. Or I'm just
God,
there.
they're griefing. They're
Yeah,
griefing.
Yes. I'm there petting a horse on Red Dead Online. Out of nowhere, someone comes hog ties kill. What the hell did I do to you?
I don't hog tie kill. I hog tie and drown. I just pick up the body, just go to a river, and just watch them see if they break away.
You have not met one of my friends. One of my friends loves to do Edgar. He loves this. He'll hog tie someone, tie them to his horse, bah, roll it right off. I'm like, Edgar, you're dragging a dead body? No, they're unconscious. Don't worry.
Yeah, that online game, you just wake up and choose violence. You just do anything about it.
Oh, pretty much.
Ah, definitely.
Thank you,
I did
guys.
those
All right,
pet peeves.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, go ahead.
Again, good morning.
Morning.
Hi again.
First, I guess, first pet peeve in gaming is, damn, I had, well, I guess forget all that, but majority of the pet peeve I have is more recently in gaming with the whole cancel culture going on.
Oh, yeah.
I love video games and I love all kind of styles of video games, but specifically in competition video games. If you don't like getting teabagged, don't play the video game or just get better.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning.
Thank you.
That's an applause right there. Give
Oh,
this man
yeah.
an applause. That is preaching to the choir.
Alrighty. Anyone else that has a gaming pet peeve that they want to share with us before we move on to our last topic?
Russian servers.
Say again?
Oh.
Can I just say in general Russian servers?
Oh. Oh.
Das Vidanya, comrade.
You got one more?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, okay. So, my first pet peeve is sweaty tryhards backseating you. So, like, I'll be playing League, and then, like, shut up. I'll be playing League, minding my own business. Why do you have these runes? I'm in, like, the opposite map of you. Go away. It's like, why are you building these items? You're 0-12. Go away. Or like when you're streaming and then someone tells you like, why do you do that play style? Why do you do this? You should do that. Blah blah blah. It's like, can I play the game, please?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Take it. And another pet peeve, bad sequels.
Oh, don't
Have
get
you
me
guys
started.
ever played Army of Two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sequel. Devil's
never bothered.
Cartel, I hate it.
I didn't bother.
It's like why
It
is he
was
evil? Why? Why is he evil?
It's like the Darkness too. I know that feeling.
It's like I got like I love Army of Two. It's like one of my favorite games, and like the first game was fire. Like it was so cool. Like out of the water, out of the box. I mean, same thing. And like when I started playing the sequel, I was like, oh, fire! Is it gonna be good as the first one? No. It's like the cool character is now evil. You gotta be like, you're fighting your best friend. It's like, what? For what? Because I accidentally killed somebody? We're in the army. It happens. But
The army, it happens.
but yeah, those are my pet peeves.
All right, thank you. All right, and moving on to our last topic before we close it out. What games are you looking forward to in 2021? We'll go with your 2 games that you're looking forward to in 21. And I'll go first, as usual. I'm looking forward to, I would say, the new Horizon Dawn video game, Horizon Forbidden West. That's the one. And the second one I'm looking forward to, which I know it's not coming out this year, and that's the new God of War, Ragnarok. I know it's not coming out this year. It's going to get delayed.
There's another one?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
snap.
going to get delayed. People are saying, oh, it's going to come out this year. No, it's not. It's going to get delayed. PlayStation know what they're doing. They're delaying that game so that way they can capitalize on a much bigger market because they're not going to release all of their heavy hitters in 1 year. That does not happen. Maybe 2, maybe 3, but not all. So, what about you? What are your 2 games?
2, even though this is an anime game, I'd say Demon Slayer is my first one. I'm not sure how they're gonna make it.
I know that game's in development.
And then second one I think is in development is Deathloop, where you just constantly repeat yourself until you can complete the mission the right way. If you see the trailer, it looks insane.
Okay. All right. Anyone? Alrighty.
Bye,
Anyone
thank you,
who
guys.
wants to share us their 2 games that they're looking forward to in
You're
2021?
free to Google as well.
You're free to Google too. All right. Come on, Ben.
Oh, hi, Ben Bye. Welcome.
I'm looking forward to System Shock 3, assuming that company still exists, because Other Side Entertainment keeps losing people. But other than that, I'm looking forward to Homeworld 3 as well, which is
Okay.
like a classic RTS game series that's coming back.
Okay.
So those are the 2 I'm looking forward to most.
All right.
Nice.
Anyone else? Yes. No. Maybe.
Let's see. Should we add a new topic? Well, we have a couple minutes. Well, actually, we have one.
Yeah. We have about what 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, any game specifically you guys are playing? Anything exciting? If you say League of Legends, so help me.
No, it's not League of Legends.
So
I
help.
promise. Did you guys see the Game Awards? Right?
The Game Awards.
Like, what is it called? The one we saw? Okay, yeah. Did you guys
If we're
see
talking
it?
about The Last of Us 2, we know.
I'm so mad.
We were.
Doom got cheated. I'm so angry.
It did.
Yeah.
Like,
You're goddamn right it got cheated.
They should still release Game of the Year edition just because.
yeah. No, because, like, you can't put Last of Us 2 and then Doom next to trying to be like, Last of Us. No.
Yeah. Like.
I want to see a Doom mod where they replace Doom guy with Ellie.
No, stop. Shut up.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god.
I didn't like the Game Awards, but I was like, it is what it is.
I don't think anybody did.
Weird, like, this.
All I can say is I wanted Ghost of Tsushima to get Game of the Year. It didn't, and I was like, I was disappointed, but I was like, it ended up being the player's choice. So I was like, fine, I'll take that. But yeah, Doom should have won an
It-
award.
Like anything, though. That's what got me so heated.
Because Bethesda, that's like one of Bethesda's greatest masterpieces so
Yeah.
far.
It's like,
After 76.
it's like, Last of Us already got one Game of the Year. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what was it? It was 80s. 80s is alright. It's not crazy.
The lore about it just weirds me out. People are just over exploiting it.
The characters are hot.
Yeah, that's why. It's
Work for Helltaker.
basically a harem for everybody.
You ready to end it?
Oh yeah, I guess we can close it. Get you guys
we'll
going.
go ahead and close it out. Well, I would like to thank everyone that came by our very first panel. I'm actually glad that I did not butcher it throughout the entire thing. And I'm glad that for those that did came up and share us, your thoughts on gaming, what are you playing, what are you hoping to expect later in the future. I greatly appreciate it. And, me and Waluigi, we are forever thankful and grateful for you guys, just taking the time out and coming up here, coming out to Otakufest, wherever you're coming from, and just, supporting us and, being a part of this podcast. And I don't know what else to say other than
Definitely.
just
You
thank
guys
you.
giving an hour of your time for us, it means the world to us, especially. Feel free to take a sticker. Feel free to watch our videos, clips of all of our nonsense we've done for the past year since, how long? April?
Yeah, April.
Yeah, we've been doing this since April, and being here live in front of you guys is definitely an honor.
Yes.
I'm still speechless. Like, I've been actually nervous this whole time, but it's definitely great to hear some stories, some gaming, and some people we can relate to.
Absolutely.
GameStop. Power to the players.
Alrighty, well.
Probably the CEO at this point.
Yeah, literally. All right, this has been episode 20 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast, live at Otakufest. We will see you guys on the next one 2 weeks from now.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.